Australia has made history by implementing the world's first law that bans anyone under the age of 16 from having an account on a major social media platform. The Online Safety Amendment Act is a landmark law that aims to protect the mental health of children from cyberbullying and harmful algorithms. Now the responsibility for enforcement rests entirely on social media companies instead of children and their parents. Companies that fail to take reasonable steps to prevent accounts for those under the age of 16 face penalties of up to $32 million. The new law sets a major global precedent for online safety regulation. The law applies to a list of age-restricted social media platforms that enable social interaction, liking, and content posting. The initial list includes Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Reddit, Twitch, Threads, and Kick.
Well, this is a day in which my pride to be Prime Minister of Australia has never been greater. This is world leading.
So I'm against this social media ban because as young Australians, we will be completely silenced and cut off from our country and the rest of the world with this ban.
To discuss this topic, we bring on Donna Rice Hughes, President and CEO of Enough is Enough. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you. It's great to be with you.
So first, what do you make of Australia's move, and might we see that in other countries?
Absolutely. I think Australia did a good thing, not just for Australia's children, but for the rest of the world. And all eyes are on Australia right now. And what they're really doing is age gating. So when social media was first developed in the United States with Facebook and MySpace, it was designed for college kids and older. But big tech saw that younger kids were flocking to these sites, so they went down to the age of 13, but they never even age gated 13 years and younger to get on their platforms. And now we know after decades that these platforms are highly addictive. Kids are getting into a lot of dangerous areas, and the mental health risks have skyrocketed, not just here, but worldwide.
So there are supporters and critics of this new law in Australia. What do you say to people who might feel that it's not on big tech, that it actually should be on parents to make sure children aren't on some of these sites that they shouldn't be, and also controlling screen time?
Well, it's always been on parents, and parents have shared this burden since the advent of the internet. Big tech bears responsibility. They're making billions of dollars. They're also making millions of dollars off of kids through advertising and data collection, and they know that their sites are not safe. They were never designed to be safe, and they are not voluntarily implementing the measures that we've asked them to do, and other groups like Enough is Enough have asked them to do for decades. So government needs to step in, and good for Australia. We're hoping here in the United States that the Kids Online Safety Act will finally get passed. It's been passed through the Senate for 2 years now. And so let's hope that happens. It's not an age gating type of law like Australia. It actually requires these platforms to do a lot, like implement parental controls and have more of a duty of care. And I think that COSA is a good first step, and we want to see the Senate version of COSA passed and not the House version, which we're nicknaming the K Street COSA, which is really watered down by big tech lobby.
Are there any legal challenges to this new law?
There are a couple of kids supported by more of a free speech group, as I understand it, in Australia, who are suing against this law. So my understanding is that suit will be heard next year, and we'll see what becomes of it. But I really, I know a lot of the leaders in Australia, they're very thoughtful. I think that they threaded this needle very carefully so that it would withstand any type of a challenge. And again, it's more of an age gating rather than a ban. So I think ban is not the right word.
Donna Rice Hughes, thanks so much.
Thank you.